Ever feel like a fraud at work or in a social setting, even when you know you're qualified? That, my friends, is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, a term coined in the late 70s, is a psychological pattern where individuals doubt their accomplishments and have an internalized fear of being exposed as a fraud. It's like hosting an unwanted party guest in your mind, constantly whispering, "You're not good enough." This phenomenon isn't selective. It affects people from all walks of life, irrespective of their success levels. Studies reveal that an estimated 70% of people have experienced these imposter feelings at some point in their lives. The effects? Well, it's like a leaky faucet dripping away at your self-esteem, productivity, and overall well-being. It can lead to stress, anxiety, low self-confidence, and even depression. But worry not, for this unwelcome guest can be shown the door. Let's delve into strategies to overcome imposter syndrome. But how do we show the door to something we can't see? First, we need to recognize it. Imposter syndrome is a master of disguise, often hiding behind feelings of self-doubt. You might find yourself questioning your abilities even when you've proven them time and again. You might fear being exposed as a fraud despite being perfectly qualified. If you've ever felt like a small fish in a big pond, chances are you've encountered imposter syndrome. Another classic sign is attributing successes to luck rather than your own hard work and talent. It's like winning an Oscar but feeling like you just got lucky. And then there's the dreaded comparison trap, measuring your behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel, which only fuels the imposter feelings. Remember, recognizing these signs is the first step to overcoming imposter syndrome. It's like turning on the lights in a dark room. Now that we know what we're dealing with, let's dive into how to overcome it. Strategy number 1, acknowledge your feelings. Yes, it's as simple as that. Those whispers of self-doubt, those creeping feelings of fraudulence, they're not your enemy. They're signals, signposts pointing to a deeper issue. They're the first sign of imposter syndrome, and recognizing them is the initial step on your journey to overcoming it. Don't push them aside. Don't bury them deep. Sit with them. Understand them. Remember, acknowledging the problem is halfway to the solution. Strategy number 2, challenge your inner critic. No, we're not promoting internal feuds. Imagine the critic as an annoying roommate who's always negative. Now, would you let them dictate your life? Absolutely not. So, why allow your inner critic to do the same? It's time to challenge those pessimistic thoughts. Question their validity. Are they facts or just baseless opinions? Remember, you are more than your doubts and insecurities. Your inner critic doesn't always tell the truth, and it's time you realize that. Sorting strategy number 3, share your feelings. Yes, it's time to let it all out. This is not about airing your dirty laundry. Rather, it's about acknowledging your vulnerabilities. You know, those gnawing feelings of self-doubt. Share them with trusted friends or mentors. They can provide perspective, reassurance, and may even share their own experiences with imposter syndrome. Remember, it's okay to be human, to have doubts. Sharing your feelings can be a powerful tool for overcoming imposter syndrome. A problem shared is a problem halved. Strategy number 4, celebrate your success. No, it's not bragging. It's essential to recognize and honor your achievements, big or small. When you downplay your accomplishments, you're fueling your imposter syndrome. It's like you're telling your brain, see, I'm not good enough. Instead, flip the script. Tell yourself, I did this. I worked hard. I earned it. Because you did. You've got every right to be proud of your victories. Your success is your own, and it's time you owned it. Strategy number 5, practice self-compassion. Yes, you deserve kindness, especially from yourself. This isn't about ignoring your flaws or failures, but about treating yourself with the same understanding and patience you'd show a dear friend. Self-compassion is a powerful tool against imposter syndrome. It quietens the inner critic and nurtures a more realistic view of your capabilities. So take time for self-care, forgive your mistakes, and remember that perfection isn't the goal. Be your own best friend. Cheat sheets. Now let's speed things up with strategies 6 to 10. Number 6, don't shy away from seeking professional help. If imposter syndrome is weighing heavily on your psyche, it's perfectly okay to reach out to a psychologist or a counselor, and they can provide you with tools and techniques to help you navigate through your feelings of self-doubt. Moving right along to strategy 7, focus on progress, not perfection. Perfectionism is a close friend of imposter syndrome. Instead of striving for perfection, which, let's be honest, it's an unattainable standard, focus on your progress. Every small step forward is a victory in its own right. Next up, strategy 8, value constructive criticism. It's not a personal attack, but an opportunity to grow. Remember, everyone makes mistakes. What's important is how we learn and improve from them. On to strategy number 9. Develop a healthy response to failure and setbacks. They're a part of life, and it's essential to remember that they don't define your worth or competence. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can learn from the experience and how you can apply that knowledge in the future. And last but certainly not least, strategy 10. Visualize your success. Picture yourself conquering your imposter syndrome, standing tall and proud. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help shift your mindset from self-doubt to self-confidence. And there you have it, our top 10 strategies to overcome imposter syndrome. Are you an imposter? Of course not. You've been traveling with us on this journey, unmasking the imposter syndrome. It's time to pause, reflect, and take stock of the tools we've gathered. We've learned to recognize the imposter within us, to acknowledge our feelings, to challenge our inner critic, to share our feelings, to celebrate our successes, and to practice self-compassion. These are not mere strategies. They are stepping stones to a future where you no longer doubt your worth, a future where you can stand tall, knowing that you earned your place, that you belong. We've also explored additional techniques to fortify your armor against the imposter syndrome. Remember, these are not one-time fixes, but habits to be cultivated, mindsets to be nurtured. Remember, you are capable, you are deserving, and you are not an imposter. Now go out there and conquer the world. Before you go out there to conquer the world, we have one small request. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing to our channel. We are constantly creating more content to help you navigate the journey of self-improvement and personal growth. From strategies to overcome imposter syndrome to tips for boosting your confidence, we've got you covered. You won't miss a thing if you're part of our community. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and we're here to help you every step of the way.